Another 3-up, 3-down inning, and at the end of 4, we are still scoreless.
Now batting for Kalamazoo Central, number 14, third baseman, Eric Armbruster.
Well, this is Eric Armbruster. He is Kalamazoo Central's third baseman. He'll lead it off here in the top of the 5th, and no one has scored yet in this one. Tom Burke still on the hill for Portage Central. Here comes his first pitch here in the 5th inning. Swing and a miss. Armbruster with a pretty good cut. Flied out to left. His only other time up. That was in the 2nd inning. We're making our way through the order for the 2nd time. Curveball, line drive, almost snagged at third base. But gets through for a base hit. The 2nd on the day for Kalamazoo Central, the 2nd in this game. Ben Tweedy got a glove on it, but it was a shot and a base hit.
First baseman, Tom.
Well, let's see what Coach Don Zomer does here. If they bunt or run or just hang tight.
Well, he's certainly got a decision to make because this is a scoreless game. And
one run is big.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to bunt.
And it's a nice one. Nice bunt by Tom Adams, and they almost... And they got him on a tag. Oh, what a close play at first. It looks like he got him, but they called him on the tag on the head. So after the bunt, Armbruster is out at first.
That's a heads-up play by Jeremy Nordquist because he's pulled off the bag and he just whapped him on the head as he went by.
Yep.
I see Adams is holding his neck as he went into the dugout.
A pretty good whack.
That's right, a good shot there.
But they got him. And the sacrifice works for Kalamazoo Central, so they get their man down to second base. That's Eric Armbruster down at second base. Here's a pitch for a strike. To the pitcher, Mike Mead. Oh, 1 pitch. Burke steps off. That'll send Armbruster back to second base. So Phil Thompson and Eric Armbruster were the only hits of the day, and there's a ball. 1-1. We're in the top of the 5th. Kalamazoo Central threatening. They've got a man on second base, 1 down. Their pitcher, Mike Mead, at the plate. He tries to bunt, waved at it, missed it, and a called strike. 1-2. So 1-2, unlikely that he's going to bunt here. There's a little looper into right field, and Graham can't get it. Coming around third is Armbruster. Here comes the throw. It is not cut, but it's a little bit late. Kalamazoo Central scores on a base hit to right field by Mike Mead. So there's your first run of the ball game, and Kalamazoo Central is up 1-0.
Now batting, number 15, catcher, Matt Eldred.
So Greg Graham, I think he was covering second base. or at least bird dogging over there, and I don't think he would have got to it anyway. It would have been close.
It was out of his reach. And of course, he tries to bunt on the second pitch there and fails, and then he singles to right field.
So Meade on at first. He's got the RBI. Armbruster scored from second. The throw was just a little bit late. Kalamazoo Central takes the lead. Here's a pitch up a little bit high. Looked like Eldred was thinking about bunting. Matt Eldred, the Kalamazoo Central catcher, is at the plate. One down, top of the fifth. Kalamazoo Central, 1-0. Here's a swing and a miss. 1-1. I like Eldred. He's not stepping out. He's right there. He's ready to go. And he's going to bunt. And it's a little bit high and outside. So now with one run across for Kalamazoo Central, the strategy will continue on K Central side, and it will start on Portage Central side. They'll try to figure out how they can get a run. Little throw over to first.
Well, what they need are base runners.
And they haven't had too many.
No.
3. Well, Ward was hit by a pitch, and here's a bunt that's going to go foul. In fact, there haven't been many base runners in the game at all. Mostly in the third inning. Bottom of the order will be coming up for Portage Central. Right now, Matt Eldred for Kalamazoo Central at the plate. 2-2. One down. The Maroon Giants have a run across. They lead it 1-0. Way outside.
Good play by Josh Ward there. That was almost to the backstop.
We go to a full count.
Now let's see if they put the steal sign on.
Over at first is the pitcher, Mike Meade. He's got the RBI,
yes,
and there he goes. And there's a base hit to left. Meade will round it. He's got to hold up because the ball's right in front of him in left field, where Dave Steigenberg had to play it. So Eldred with a base hit. Meade heads down to second base, and Kalamazoo Central still threatening here in the 5th inning.
We got to let these guys bunt. Two batters in a row. They don't succeed at bunting and then single.
Here's Phil Thompson. He's got one of the other hits. In fact, he's got one of the 3 hits today. He smacked one back in the 3rd. Phil missed the sign, and Coach was yelling at him, and now he's going to take a look. So 1-0. Phil Thompson is finally ready. He's going to bunt, fouls it off, and it goes off to the right. So the coach definitely wanted him to bunt, but he wasn't looking down for the sign. And now 1-1 on Phil Thompson, who gets the signs again. It's Tom Burke out on the mound for Portage Central. They trail 1-0. He's going to bunt again. Curveball, nice bunt right out in front of the pitcher. Burke will throw over to first, Graham covering, and they'll move the runners up to second and third. Mike Meade heads over to third base. Matt Eldred down to second.
Now batting, number 7, center fielder, J.D. Brink.
So the second sacrifice of the inning. That's produced 1 run so far, and Kalamazoo Central with 2 down has runners out on second and third. And this is J.D. Brink at the plate with 2 outs. Swing and a miss. There you take a look at Brink. Hit into a double play and popped into the infield in the 1st inning. Pitch, there's a shot to center field. That is a little short, but coming in, Dave Arter from Portage Central snags it, and that's the 3rd out. So Kalamazoo Central gets the first run of the ball game. They lead it. We head to the bottom of the 5th. 1-0 Kalamazoo Central.
7, right fielder, Brian Etwine.
Well, we're just about ready to go here in the bottom of the 5th. Kalamazoo Central put the first run of the ball game up on the board in their half of the 5th inning. Eric Armbruster scored on a Mike Mead base hit. So Mead out on the mound for Kalamazoo Central has the only RBI of the day. Here comes Brian Etwine at the plate for Portage Central. Takes one outside. 1-0. We play 7 in high school ball, so time running out on Portage Central. Here in the bottom of the 5th. Curveball over. 1-1 on Etwine, who bounced to the second baseman his only other time up. Off the end of the bat. Actually, I think we're going to get catcher's interference. And Etwine is awarded first base.
Now batting, number 18, center fielder, Dave Arter.
Well, it sounded a little funny.
Yeah, it did. You don't see that too often
No.
either. Most catchers are back far enough so that doesn't happen. Occasionally, a batter will swing so late that the catcher already has made his move to catch the ball. And
So Portage Central catches a break, and right away a runner on first base. Nobody out.
Okay, now will Dave Arter bunt? Or will
Arter
Brian-
flew out to center first time up. We'll see if he squares around. He does not. This one's in the dirt. Nice stop by Matt Eldred. Catcher's doing a nice job today anyway for both teams. So the Mustangs trail it 1-0. We're in the bottom of the 5th inning. Etwine is on at first. Dave Arter bunts it. Nice one right out in front of the plate, and they just get him at first base. It almost looked like he hit it twice. And he did, and they're going to call him out. He bunted the ball and it hit the bat twice. He is going to be out, and they're going to send the runner back to first base. Another one that sounded a little bit funny when it hit the bat.
Now batting, number 3, left fielder, David Steigenberg.
So I think what happened was the bunt went down on the ground, came back up, and hit his bat. And I believe that is what happened.
I'm not sure, but I think the catcher gets the put out on that.
I think you're right.
Yeah.
That's another. So 2 strange plays in a row. So Arter is out. The runner has to go back to first base. Here comes Dave Steigenberg. He swings and misses at one in the dirt. 0-1 on Steigenberg. A couple of back-to-back strange plays, but Portage Central's got a man on first base with a 1 down here in the bottom of the 5th. Here's another bunt. Started fair, went foul, and they want to make sure they pick it up, and Mike Mead did that.
These foul lines on high school fields can do strange things, bounce this way and that way. So the minute it goes foul, you want to touch it, of course.
Well, Mead grabbed it in a hurry. And we'll see what Steigenberg does now. 0-2. I think that one went off his foot. Still 0-2. So the inning started with Brian Etwine being awarded first base on catcher's interference. Dave Arter was called out when he hit the ball twice when he bunted. So Etwine is still on at first. Here's an 0-2 pitch, a little bit high, to Dave Steigenberg, playing left field today for Portage Central. 1-2. There's 1 down here in the bottom of the 5th, and the Mustangs trail 1-0. 1-2 pitch. There goes the runner. Called a ball, and they are not going to get him at second base.
Looks like the ball might have been there in time, but the shortstop didn't handle it cleanly.
The pitch was called a ball. That was pretty close, and then the throw down to second base did not get at Twine. So it's going to be 2-2 on Steigenberg. Stolen base for Etwine. He is now at second. And Portage Central with a runner in scoring position and one out. High and tight. We mentioned this is where it all starts. Portage Central was down a run. Coach Royer had to get something going, and he has so far. Three-two pitch coming, Portage Central. There's your run around at second base. That's Brian Etwine. Swing and a miss. So Steigenberg hangs in there for a while, then strikes out.
Now batting number 20, pitcher Tom Burke.
Third strikeout of the day for Kalamazoo Central's Mike Mead.
Well, Mike Mead drove in the run for his team. Let's see if Tom Burke can do it for Portage Central.
Here he comes, Tom Burke. He'll take a look. 2 outs, and that one down a little bit low. Grounded out in the first, walked in the third. A 1-0 to Burke. There's a strike. 1-1. We're in the Portage Central half of the 5th inning, bottom of the 5th. Kalamazoo Central in the top of the 5th grabbed their only run. Pitcher Mike Mead working from the mound. He's got the RBI. Pitch to Burke. A little bit low. 2-1. 2 down. Bottom of the 5th. It's Burke at the plate out at second base. Brian Etwine, who originally got on because of catcher's interference. He's now at second base. Here comes the 2-1 pitch. Grounder to short for Kalamazoo Central. Trey Fellings, and they get him. So the Mustangs get a man out to second base, but cannot score at the end of 5. 1-0, Kalamazoo Central.
We have hot and cold drinks along with other tasty snacks. Shortstop, Trey Fellings.
Now we're ready to go here in the top of the 6th. Kalamazoo Central will bat now, top of the 6th, and they have the lead in a close one. 1-0. Trey Fellings, Maroon Giant shortstop. He's flown out to center and grounded out to second base. First pitch is a curveball for a strike from Tom Burke, who trails 1-0 but has only given up 3 hits today. There's one that missed outside. 1-1. Fly ball, that's going to be foul. And nobody can get to it for Portage Central. Dave Steigenberg chasing it, but he couldn't quite get to it. So it'll be 1-2, and Trey Fellings trots back to home plate. I'm not sure if I'm going to jinx anybody on this team, but for Kalamazoo Central, Mike Mead's throwing a no-hitter so far.
Maybe that's what we need to get ahead, yeah.
You're not supposed to say it.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure they're not talking about it in the dugout.
No.
Yeah.
I just wanted to make sure everybody was aware of it. But right now, Portage Central's Tom Burke wheels and deals, and they got him. First strikeout for Burke today.
Now batting number 12, second baseman, Eli Cordell.
He strikes out Fellings, and there's one down. Eli Cordell, the second baseman, third place hitter for Kalamazoo Central. And he's popped out to the infield twice today. Pitch from Burke. Line shot just over the head of Ben Tweedy. And a base hit for Eli Cordell. And the 4th hit today for Kalamazoo Central.
Now batting number 11, left fielder, Dan Tompkins.
So Cordell is on at first, one down, the strikeout to Fellings. And this is Dan Tompkins, Kalamazoo Central left fielder. KC leads it 1-0. We're in the top of the 6th. There goes Cordell. There's a little pop-up on the infield. They're going to double him up immediately. Burke takes it, and they do. So a quick double play. Trey Fellings didn't have a chance. He was off and running on the pitch, and a double play ends the inning in a hurry. Kalamazoo Central, we head to the bottom of the 6th. Kalamazoo Central leads it 1-0.
Number 15, second baseman, Greg Graham.
So we head to the bottom of the 6th. Portage Central in their half of the 6th inning, and they trail it 1-0.
Well, this is the inning to do something. Everybody has had 2 looks at the pitcher now, and we've got 2, 3, 4 positions up here. Portage Central batters have not really been aggressive today. They've kind of been back on their heels a little bit.
And they are without a hit. Started them off with a fastball, and that one missed outside.
That's unusual.
See if he comes back with a curveball here. 1-0 to the freshman Greg Graham.
Yep.
There it is, a ball, though.
He's got to get on any way he can.
He may be taking a strike here. Portage Central needs some base runners. They had some last inning, but couldn't get him to cross the plate. 1-0, Kalamazoo Central leading. There's a pop fly, major league pop fly, going out as Eli Cordell, the second baseman, and he's got it. Graham is retired.
Now batting, number 5, first baseman, Jeremy Nordquist.
So here comes Jeremy Nordquist, the first baseman from Portage Central. Let's run down everything from Mike Mead to Kalamazoo Central pitchers. So far, he has 3 strikeouts on the day. He's walked a man, hit a man. A couple have reached on catcher's interference, or one reached on catcher's interference, but so far Portage Central does not have a hit in this game. Here's Nordquist. Line shot right to the second baseman. Easy one for Eli Cordell. 2 in a row for him. 2 down.
Now batting, number 13, catcher, Josh Ward.
The Mustang catcher, Josh Ward. He got hit in the head, and then he popped to the infield. There's one way wide. We'll see if Josh Ward is the guy who's going to get things going for Portage Central. He reached third base in the second inning, but the Mustangs couldn't get him across home. Here's one a little bit outside, 2-0. Portage Central has gotten men to third base twice in this game. That one in the dirt, 3-0. To Ward, who's working Mead for a walk here with 2 down in the Mustang 6th. Bottom of the 6th. Here it comes, 3-0, and we'll guarantee you he'll be taken. He does, and it's a strike. 3-1 now. Josh Ward. There's a ground ball. What a great stop, but that is going to be a hit. And there it is. And I'll tell you what, the second baseman, Eli Cordell, made a great stab at it, and he's still down.
Looks like it might be a shoulder. He landed with his arm extended.
Mm-hmm.
That can do a collarbone or shoulder injury out there.
Well, he got a glove on it anyway.
Yeah, I did a great play. If he'd have handled it cleanly, he'd have had to make a great effort to get up and throw him out. But
well, that is certainly going to be a hit, and that's the first today for Portage Central. So there you go. Mike Mead, he goes 5 2/3 until Portage Central gets their first hit of the day. So Josh Ward, who got hit by a pitch and then popped to the infield, gets the first hit today for Portage Central. And they've got to run around first base now with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th inning. And now, well, there you go. There's the whole team over at second base. You want to see how their little second baseman's doing. He may be a little upset that he let the Mustangs get a hit off him. Definitely his shoulder.
looks like he's going to be stay in the game.
Well, he had to go way to his right, got the glove on it, bounced off, went over toward the bag, but then he just kind of laid there and hurt his shoulder. But Portage Central has their first hit of the day, and that's Josh Ward.
Now batting, number 40, third baseman, Ben Tweedy.
This is Ben Tweedy, third baseman for the Mustangs, who was struck out both times up today. We'll see if Mike Mead remembers that. There's that curveball, first pitch for a strike. Tweedy takes a look. Down at Coach Royer, there's 2 down. Mustangs trail it 1-0. Swing and a miss. 0-2 quickly on Tweedy. Josh Ward on over at first base for Portage Central. Looks like Meade is ready to go. 0-2 to Tweedy. There goes the runner. In the dirt. He'll make it in easily. Josh Ward with a stolen base. So 0-2, 2 outs, and they send Ward. Pitch is in the dirt, and he makes it easily. Stolen base for the Portage Central catcher. 1-2 to Tweedy. Ward on at second, 2 down. Pitch from Meade. A little bit outside and low. 2-2. Middle of the order coming up in the 7th for Kalamazoo Central. This is the middle of the order for Portage Central right now. Ben Tweedy takes it outside. He's worked it to a full count. So 3-2, 2 outs. Josh Ward, who stole second, is on out at second base. Here comes the 3-2 from Meade. Curveball, ground ball to short. Snagged and then bobbled. They'll try to get Ward at third, thrown away.
Ooh.
Meanwhile, Tweedy's down at first. He's safe, and he'll take a look, and they'll get the ball back into the infield, and we'll get time.
Now batting, number 16, shortstop, Aaron Van Hees.
So Trey Fellings at short couldn't come up with it cleanly, and Ward gets in safely at third. They would have had to tag him anyway, and it wasn't a very good throw. So Ward is at third, Tweedy on at first.
Well, Ben Tweedy did a good job there. He had 2 strikes, and he battled back and put the ball in play. That's what you have to do in a situation like this. Now let's see if Coach Roy sends him down. Tries a double steal there with 2 outs.
That's Ward at third, and that's Tweedy at first. 2 outs.
Boy, big lead, big lead.
Van Heest is the batter. There's a strike from Mike Meade. More signs from the coach, and
Yep.
Van Heest will take a look. 2 outs. The Mustangs have a runner at third for just the 3rd time today. That's Josh Ward.
If he throws over first, he's got him. Look at that lead. Yeah, there
And
it
they
is.
did.
There it is. Okay.
And now they're going to try to get him in a rundown. The
Okay,
run
the
was
scored.
scored.
That's right. Okay.
And they did get him at first base. Very close. Very close play over at first place. So, it looks like the play worked that the coach wanted to get going. And they got the runner, Tweedy, in between first and second in a rundown so they could get the run to score, and they did. And Josh Ward scores the first run for Portage Central. We head to the 7th, top of the 7th, 1-1.
Now batting for Kalamazoo Central, number 14, third baseman, Eric Armbruster.
Here we go in the top of the seventh, and we got a brand new ball game, 1-1, Kalamazoo Central and Portage Central, and starting off for Kalamazoo Central, Eric Armbruster, and there's a pitch for a strike on the outside corner. So Portage Central with some creativity in the bottom of the sixth scores them a run before they made the third out, and that ties it up, 1-1. A little bit outside, 1-1 on Eric Armbruster. So the coaching has taken over here in the last couple of innings, and we've got a tie game. 1-1 pitch, a little bit low, a little bit outside. Josh Ward broke up the no-hitter, managed a stolen base, got to third base, and then when Tweedy got caught in a rundown, he scored the tying run. There's another one in the dirt. 3-1. But no matter what happens here in the top of the seventh, Portage Central will get one more crack at it. And the bottom of the order is coming up for them in the bottom of the seventh. Here's one way inside to Armbruster, and he's on with a walk.
Now batting number 19, first baseman, Tom Adams.
Okay, defense, you know they're going to bunt.
Adams bunted last time up. In the fifth, they had two sacrifice bunts, and Adams had one of them. And that's when they got their one run. Adams will square. Here's a bunt. High chopper. They'll try to get him at second base, and they're going to. No, they're not. Oh, and they called him out. Well, the throw was high. Graham went high for it, came down on the bag, and the umpire called him out. So the sacrifice does not work.
Pitcher Mike Mead.
The coaching staff for Kalamazoo Central not too sure about that one.
They have reason to not be too sure about that one.
Well, Graham got up for it and came down with an out. Swing and a miss.
Of course, that's why the umpire stands next to the base,
That's
not where
right.
we are.
So fielder's choice. Adams is on at first. Out at second is Armbruster. Mike Mead.
Okay.
Here's a grounder to short. Falls down, and everybody's going to be safe. Now out at short, Van Hees lost his footing. Everybody's safe. Adams moves up,
Number 15, catcher Matt Eldred.
and Mike Mead is on at first. Don't think they'll give him a hit on that one.
Well,
What do you think?
well, I don't know. Whatever you want to give them here.
What do you think?
Well, I don't
It
know.
was right at him.
Yeah.
Either way, here comes Matt Eldred, the Kalamazoo Central catcher. That's a
Now,
tough
in the
call.
same situation 2 innings ago, they tried to bunt here, and then he singled. So we'll see if he tries to bunt again. Runners
That
on
was
first
in
and
the-
second.
That was in the fifth. There's one inside. All right, let's set it up for you. Kalamazoo Central with one out. Matt Eldred is at the plate. He got a base hit last time up. Mike Mead's on at first. Tom Adams on at second base. Here's your bunt, and it was fouled off to the screen. The exact same
This
situation.
is the same scenario. Now with 2 strikes, he'll swing away, and
And it's 1-2 now.
or maybe he will bunt with 2 strikes.
Well, let's find out. Matt Eldred, 1-2. He's been hit by a pitch and had a base hit today. And he goes down looking. So,
Boy, is that a beautiful pitch.
that was.
You start.
Bat number 20, right fielder.
He
Phil
started about shoulder high and broke right down the middle.
Well, that
Just in
hurt.
front.
That's the second out of the inning and the second K today for Portage Central's Tom Burke. Both pitchers have gone all the way today. Here's Phil Thompson. Right down the middle. 0-1. Thompson had one of those sacrifices in the fifth. He also had a base hit in the third. 2 down, top of the 7th. A little bit outside. 1-1. We're tied at 1. Kalamazoo Central scored their 1 run in the 5th. Portage Central scored theirs in the bottom of the 6th. And we're in the top of the 7th now. Swing and a miss. 1-2 on Phil Thompson, the Maroon Giants right fielder. He'll step back in. There's Tom Adams at second. Mike Mead at first, and time is called. So coming up in the bottom of the 7th for Portage Central it'll be Aaron Van Heest, who was at bat when they had the rundown. Then Etwine and Arter. That'll be the Portage Central 7th. Right now, though, top of the 7th, 1-1. 2 down, it's 1-2 on Phil Thompson. Here comes the pitch. Little pop-up right side. There goes Jeremy Nordquist over for it, and he snags it. 3rd out. We head to the bottom of the 7th. 1-1. We are all tied. Portage Central, their chance to win it, coming up in the bottom of the 7th. This is the bottom of the 7th. Portage Central. Bottom of the 7th, it's tied 1-1. Their chance to win the ball game here on their home field. Aaron Van Heest is at the plate. He was at the plate when they scored that run in the bottom of the 6th in the rundown. So he's still up. There's that starting off curveball from Mike Mee, and it just missed. 1-0 on Van Heest.
We should tell Moose that we can't do
Right down the middle.
the ball game without leaving out the grass spots.
1-1. It'll be Van Heest, Brian Etwine, and Dave Arter. Those are the first 3 batters for Portage Central here in the bottom of the 7th. 1-1. Ground ball to short.
Oh,
Fellings could not get a hold of it, and I think he hurt himself. He did, and he's down on his knees. He looked a
Yep.
He had a tough time fielding that one and didn't quite get it where he wanted to get it, and that's about enough said on that one.
a few deep breaths, he'll be all right.
Yeah. So Portage Central gets the leadoff man on. Van Heest is on at first.
Okay, now it's time for Coach Royer to do some strategy here. Strategy worked to perfection last inning. Let's see what he can do now.
Here comes Brian Etwine, the lefty. Van Heest is on at first. They're going to bunt. Bunt right back to
good
the
bunt,
pitcher.
good bunt.
It is. And the throw is high, but it came down to the bag, and they got him. Nice play.
Number 18, center fielder, Dave Arter.
Nice play. You can see Cordell still holding his shoulder, but he made the play anyway.
Yeah, he had to go up high to catch that and probably stretched it out a little bit. Yeah,
He is. He's going back to second base,
yeah,
holding it.
He's hurting, yeah.
And we're going to get a timeout here. Well, the sacrifice worked perfectly. Great bunt by Brian Etwan. Right back to the pitcher. You don't really want to get it right back at the pitcher, but it was right in the middle of the mound and the
Yeah,
plate.
he deadened it very well, yeah.
So a sacrifice for Brian Etwan, and the leadoff hitter, Aaron Van Heest, goes down to second base.
Well, right now, the shortstop and second baseman are both in pain out there.
They're hurting. It's Cordell at second and Fellings at short, and they're both feeling some pain here in the bottom of the seventh. But they'll stay in.
Now, I wonder if Coach Zomer will intentionally walk Arter. Sometimes they'll do that. His run means nothing right now.
That's true.
Set up a double play. It looks like they're going to pitch to him.
It's Dave Arter. Curveball in the dirt. Last time up, he tried to bunt and bunted the ball twice. He was called out. He's also flied out to center field in this game. Portage Central, man in scoring position with one out here in the bottom of the seventh. There's a base hit to left. Oh, Arter smacked it. They're sending him home. Here he comes. Van Heest, play at the plate. He is going to be out. So Aaron Van Heest comes around, and the coach sent him, and they were going for the winning run, and he was called out at the plate. The throw beat him by a couple of steps.
Number 3, left fielder David Steigenberg.
And a nice job by Matt Eldred to find the ball and then find the runner. So a little excitement at the plate, and 2 down now. Well, you knew the Mustangs had to be anxious on that one, but the base hit was right to left field, and
It was hit too hard, right at
Yep.
him.
but you got a chance to win the ball game, and
Yeah.
they took it.
It needed a good throw, and he got it.
So Arter with a base hit,
Okay,
Van
Dave Arter
Heest.
will steal. I can guarantee you right now.
and there he goes.
Yeah.
And that was a great call, and they got it. Throw was right on the runner, and Arter out at second. So Portage Central doing some running, and they run themselves out of the inning. We had